As I sit here and consider the book of Philemon, I just went through the video, I realized that in listening to it back, that it really underscores the facet of love that love keeps no record of wrongs. And I have often thought in going through all of the love is, love does not, from 1 Corinthians 13, I've often thought that the most difficult part of all of that is keeping no record of wrongs. God, as part of the new covenant, forgives our iniquity and remembers our sin no more. And we, as these fallible human being creatures that we are, have probably the most difficult time of everything that it talks about love being, forgiving and forgetting. Love keeps no record of wrongs. That, yes, we turn the other cheek, but and understanding that forgiveness does not equate to reconciliation. But part of the reason that we don't always reconcile is because people do not demonstrate willingness to change. We therefore have to, for our own self-protection, not involve ourselves in situations that could harm us again because we don't understand or agree with or like other people's intent toward us. Self-preservation. But love in the agape sense and what Philemon is talking about is the book of Philemon. Paul writing to Philemon is to exercise the part of love, the attribute of love, that love keeps no record of wrongs. Justification has occurred. Onesimus has changed. And Paul is willing to stake his reputation on this so much is the seriousness of the matter. So the invocation here is specifically regarding what I personally have found to be the most difficult facet of love, is to keep no record of wrongs, is to allow someone who wronged you to come back and trust that they're not going to do that again. To not keep that hanging over their head, to literally wipe the slate clean. And to do for him what God does for us is to forgive your iniquity and remember your sin no more. In going through that other video, I did voice my question of, for those who concentrate very heavily on the Pauline epistles, why would this be the last? Because I do think that this brings into focus the most difficult aspect of love, that it keeps no record of wrongs. How difficult is it for you to forgive and forget? It may not be difficult to forgive, but you would have to literally wipe the slate clean and decide to start over. And how many of us struggle with that? How difficult is that for us to reinstate trust when it has been broken? Now, Paul is speaking for him, so maybe that makes it easier. People don't wish us ill, but we may have been hurt very badly by them. How difficult is it to wipe the slate clean? To give honor to a change that they have undergone, to recognize that they are a human, fallible person, and to give them the opportunity to do it again, trusting that they're not going to, hoping that they're not going to. But what if they do? Love keeps no record of wrongs. And so this is why I think that perhaps this little tiny book of Philemon is more important than maybe seems on a surface level. Because I think that it brings into focus the most difficult aspect of 1 Corinthians 13's love, the attributes of love. And obviously, if it's difficult, that means it is very important. And that is why I think he left Philemon for last. Because he left one of the most difficult yet important subject matters. Don't keep a record of wrongs. If someone is trying to make restitution and reconciliation, brotherly love, agape, says that we allow them to do just that. difficult or not. That is what is required of love. So I just thought that was interesting, kind of a little caveat to the other video that I did. But that is the book of Philemon. Pretty simple and yet complex at the same time. See you guys later.